Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. We are here for the ATL America's Amateur Semifinals between PsiX and Allin, or also known as Psionic Aftermath and All Inspiration. And we're about to start our first game here. We're in the lobby. We're about to get into the countdown. Everybody is set up. And yeah, this is basically the semifinals, and whoever wins will get into the finals, which will be pretty awesome. Pretty good accomplishment for either team, whoever gets there. But anyhow, we're about to start our first game. It will be on Parasite LE. And I believe this is one of the maps that will be staying next season. I forgot. I believe so. If I'm wrong, you can remind me in the chat if I'm wrong. I know a few maps like Lost and Found will be removed in the next patch, or next season rather. Anyhow, let's go ahead and introduce our players. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm your caster Snoopy, if you guys don't know. Anyhow, here spawning at the bottom right, we have our red Zerg player. He represents the team and clan of All Inspiration. It is none other than Boo. And spawning at the top left, we have our yellow Zerg player from Psionic Aftermath. She is the sun to our lily flowers. It is Sun Lily. Alright, both players are Zerg, so we will have ourselves a ZVZ. And it looks like Sun Lily will open for a hatch first into pool. On the other side, it looks like Boo did open up hatch, but he went into gas before pool. Sun Lily instead opting to actually not get the gas first, so she will be relying on queens and slow lings. And maybe eventually, potentially a spine crawler. And thank you, Nemesis, for that 1-bit chair. Appreciate it. Like I was saying, Sun Lily will probably rely on her queens, slow links, and potentially that spine crawler to defend against any early harass or attack by Boo. But we shall see if Boo decides to go for that. He is mining gas, so as soon as he mines 100, will he invest it into the speed? He just got 100 gas, has not yet researched speed. He has not enough minerals. And there we go, there's the speed. Which means Boo will rely on speedlings, and he's actually continuing mining gas, so he might actually potentially transition into a Baneling's nest, which he is. So Boo is going for that Ling Baneling aggression. Now, it could be just defensive Banelings, so we don't know, but I think a Baneling nest that early, it might signal some sort of attack pretty soon. Now, Sun Lily does bypass the lings with 2 of her lings and will actually scout this, so this will give her enough time to actually set up her defense, because she knows what's coming. You know, she sees the Baneling nest. So Roach Warren, and we shall see some evolution chambers pretty soon to complete the wall off. Now Sun Lily ready with 3 queens, so this should be enough to thwart these lings away. And I like how Sun Lily actually throws down a early creep tumor, so she can actually start getting some vision out in front to see the attack in the front. But instead, Boo is actually gonna go ahead and transition to a dirt base. So just gonna go ahead and go eco on this, and he's gonna get his own Roach Warren after scouting Sun Lily's Roach Warren. Now, Roach versus Roach for this map. Again, Boo will have the economic advantage with that third base, but it's up to Sun Lily to, you know, make an attack soon with a bunch of roaches, make a timing attack, because her dare seems to be pretty late. She's getting her additional gases at the natural. Actually, get up to 4 gases. So definitely not going for that third base anytime soon. We'll be looking to get into +1/1 with Roach. I suspect that Roach speed will come down pretty soon as well. Now Boo's doing a pretty good job kind of poking in and out with the links. He does have basically all scouting information that he needs. I mean, if we look at his vision, he does scout the tech, he does scout the lair, and he will scout the gas right there at the main. Now at this point, Boo is going to go for his +1 himself, so he will have a +1, but again, suddenly going for that +1/1, so she will have an armor upgrade when she does her timing attack. Now already suddenly is throwing down those creep tumors, which will be able to help her roaches kind of rally across the map faster than normal, because you know Roach does get that bonus speed upgrades from walking on creep. Now actually it looks like suddenly was looking to take a third there, but has not thrown down or elected to throw down the third hatch yet. She might actually throw down a third hatch, or maybe even might be faking it, but she does. Okay, she's gonna go for the other base, I think, because there is an overlord spotting at that third. Oh, suddenly actually going to kind of go onto the side to kind of. Oh, actually, never mind. I thought she was going to the side to kind of like hide her roaches from the overlord, but instead it was just to kill that one ling that was kind of parked there. And looks like Boo's got a good set of roaches on his side, but again the +1/1 upgrade is finished for Sunlily, so she is currently on a +1 upgrade lead. But in the meantime, Sunlily is going for that attack, and she's gonna try to get as much damage as possible. She does have more roaches, a bigger army supply, and better upgrades, but she is at the reinforcement point of Boo, and oh no, went in too far, and she does lose a bunch of roaches. So things not going too well so far for Sunlily. I think that was her kind of her window there, because right now Boo is gonna go ahead and catch back on the roach count. He has evened up on the army supply, and he is a bit ahead in workers. He's 5 ahead in workers, and in mirror matchups, worker difference actually is actually a big deal, because you know, like let's say you're a Protoss versus a Zerg, and you have like a few less workers compared to your Zerg. That's okay, because that's kind of normal. But in mirror matchup, you're the same race, you're playing the same race, you have the same macro potentials and features, so you know you can't, you know, worker difference does make a big difference in the mirror matchups, more so than other. Now looks like Sunlily is going to go ahead and try to attack to the south side of Boo. Boo has his roaches coming back to help defend, as I think he spotted with his overlord, maybe, or actually no, he just went ahead and just retreated on his own. Now Sunlily gonna be thwarted back by those roaches. Now Boo is actually working off one upgrade, one evolution chamber, so he is kind of slow on the upgrade tech. Sunlily, on the other hand, is getting upgrades on both her evolution chambers, so she is gonna be, at some point in this near future, she's gonna actually have a +2/2 upgrades compared to the +2 of Boo, which will be a huge difference in the Roach versus Roach battle. And now Boo is gonna go get his 4th base, and let's see if Sunlily gets her 4th anytime soon. It looks like she's just making roaches. I think she's gonna go for an attack pretty soon, and I'm not gonna blame her, because she is gonna have a significant upgrade. Oh, actually misses that. It's kind of, sometimes it can be kind of hard to, because you got that one single area right there, that one single line that you gotta hit on the overlord. And sometimes, you know, you can miss it pretty easily. And oh no, Boo is doing it. He's not even aim moving, he's just moving. And that cost him a bunch of roaches. Oh my god. And that boosted Sunlily's army advantage to 145 to 112. That's I think we all been there where we kind of just mistakenly move instead of a move. And that cost Boo his a few roaches there, which was unfortunate. And now Sunlily, she's about to have +2 armor there, but she's still gonna engage because she does already have the upgrade advantage 2-1 to +2, and more roaches, much more roaches, much more ravagers. No ravagers left for Boo, which means Sunlily can go ahead. Oh, actually, she's gonna. Oh, actually, there is a counterattack of roaches across the map, which will make Sunlily retreat some of her forces. But I think she has enough roaches to clean up on Boo's side of the map. And this is only 3 roaches, so Sunlily should be able to clean this up pretty soon. So far, 23 workers going down for Boo, and I think Sunlily is gonna power through, as it is 161 supply to 74 right now. And I mean, Boo has his 4th base. He has more bases, but again, the drone count right now is even, despite losing 25 drones, which is crazy. Although I think Sunlily lost a few drones across the map herself, but again, just so much more roaches. Let's see the units tab. 46 roaches to 7, and 7 banelings. And we all know banelings tickle roaches. They don't really do much to roaches. So Sunlily will be able to take this first game for Psionic Aftermath and put them up 1 in this best of 5. And well done by Sunlily. And by the way, Sunlily recently have not been doing well in the ZVZ matchup. So for her to take this win is a huge boost of confidence. Now, actually, Sunlily's was not able to finish off that game completely yet, but again, she did way more damage than she could have hoped for, and I think this might be the finishing blow here. I mean, look at this whole roach force, and look, compare that to Boo's. I think, yeah, just the eye test, you can see this is just way much bigger. And Sunlily is going to get on top of these roaches. She might even be able to snipe this natural, which she does. She's going to take that just in case she loses this battle, but there's no way she's going to lose this. Sunlily will take it 1-0 for Psionic Aftermath. So good start. And well done by Sunlily. Alright, so second map will be on. Let's see, what map will it be on? It will be on Blue Shift. Nice. All right. We shall get started pretty soon as the game or the lobby is made. But anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in so far. Hope you guys are enjoying the games. I mean, it's just only one game, but pretty back and forth that game. Yeah, so basically we cast a lot of different types of events. Team League, Clan Wars, show matches on our Psionic Aftermath channel. So if you haven't done so, feel free to follow us on our Twitch channel. We're at 919 so far followers, and would be pretty dope to actually reach 1K followers. And here we go. We gonna get into this lobby here. All right. Let me go ahead and actually edit this because I actually had Salavant was supposed to co-cast with me, I believe, but it does not look like he's here so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit that. All right. All right, countdown has begun. Blue shift will be the map. And here we go. Again, Psionic Aftermath up 1-0 so far. This is a best of 5, so first team to get to 3 wins will win the semifinals and head straight into the finals, where they can have the opportunity to claim themselves as the ATL Season 12 America's Amateur Team League champions. All right, let's go ahead and update the score. 1-0, and here we go. Spawning at the top right, we have our purple Zerg player. He is from All Inspiration. It is Tech 4. And spawning at the bottom right, no, bottom left, it is the green Zerg player from Psionic Aftermath, although it is NW5 so far. This is his ANA account, I think. Yeah, he's an EU player, so he goes by Zuby. His other name that most of you guys will probably recognize him as, it is Zuby or Yo Godarock, but we'll just call him Zuby for now. It's much easier. And we have another ZVZ, but this time it's going to be on blue shift instead of Parasite. And both players gonna go ahead and not try any fast spawning pool. Now this is pretty interesting because on this map, usually in ZVZ, I see a lot of fast pool play, but both players gonna go ahead and just go for a hatch opening and just play it standard here. Which, hey, I don't mind, you know. This can, in this map, early and mid game, even late games can be pretty interesting, just because this map actually has some interesting, unique features layout. I mean, they have the watchtower, but they also have this little bush area where, you know, little banelings and stuff can hide. So you got to be careful. You want to put Overlord in the middle in the bush area just to get vision to see if there's any sneaky little banelings hidden or something. Now looks, oh, actually we have a really fast evolution chamber from Tech 4, so he is gonna go probably for that +1 armor upgrade, and that allows your lings to actually take 2 baneling hits instead of 1. So if it was a normal 0/0 upgrade, then a baneling can automatically kill the lings, but if you have +1 armor, it actually takes 2 banelings to finish off a ling. So that signals to me that Tech 4 wants to go for that +1 armor massling, so that he can put on some pressure across the map. Now Zuby, on the other hand, he's going for that first fast third base, and he actually sneaks in some lings, and he does scout the really fast lair and the evolution chamber. So okay, yeah, he did scout the evolution chamber there. All right, just wanted to make sure. Now he scouted the lair and the evolution chamber. Now it's up to him for Zuby to actually go ahead and respond to this. And how will he respond? I mean, speed just finished, and he's gonna make a bunch of links to go across the map to put on some pressure here. Now he does have his own Baneling Nest, so he can actually go for a Baneling attack. But oh no, he's actually smart, really smart there. He tried to hide some links, but there was actually one link there already, so he was not able to prevent the surprise. And Tech 4 immediately throwing down a bunch of evolution chambers, trying to hold this off, so he can prevent this attack from coming. And he's got to hold on. Oh, almost got the. He goes through. He will get this round on the queens. But will it be enough? The things are about to morph. More links coming across the map. Spine Crawler has not been made yet, but 7 roaches on the way. So this is Zuby's chance to get damaged, and 4 banelings going into the main. There is absolutely no defense against this, and boom! All the banelings kill all those drones, and even weakening those drones at the main. Zuby can just focus fire on them, clean up. Oh my god, 23 drones already. So even if he doesn't even catch these drones, it doesn't even matter. I think this is enough damage. Game-ending damage. Oh my god, that worker kill count up to 30 so far, and just a really great timing for Zuby. I mean, Tech4 almost had that wall off, but it was just a tad bit late, and Zuby was able to kill that Spine Crawler, just go through. Now all he needs to do right now is to hold off against these roaches. So far it is 10 roaches coming across the map. This is basically all his army. If he can hold against this, he basically wins. He's trying to get his own roach, but he's trying to make some links. I mean, all he can do is make some links at this moment. But will it be enough? He has 4 queens, a few links, and he needs to clean this up. So far, taking down a few roaches here and there, which is pretty good so far. But he needs a bit more. Oh, actually, 1 queen goes down. But I think with the reinforcement, he might just be able to. 20 links on the production tab. There's only 4 links left over, and I think with 3 queens and all these links, I think he should be able to clean this up. I mean, Tech 4 is down to 1 drone. He doesn't even have any mining going on. And yeah, there we go. GG, well played. All right there, well done by Zuby there, getting the 2nd win for Psionic Aftermath. And then now 1 game away from heading into the finals. But All Inspiration gonna go ahead and put up a fight. I mean, we've seen crazier things happen. They can go for that reverse all kill if they, if they can play well enough. It's a tough task, but not impossible. So yeah, we shall see if this 3rd game will be the start of a comeback. But yeah, really well played there by Zuby. And the 3rd map will be on Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher is one of the maps that are, I think that's gonna, oh, actually I don't remember. I think it's gonna be gone. I mean, personally, I don't like playing on Dreamcatcher because I'm a Protoss player, and those like cliff edge area is like really good for tanks. And also the middle with the rocks is kind of weird, awkward sometimes. Like you're trying to retreat, but your army kind of fall in one by one. So yeah, it makes a lot of, and then there's also the weird gold bases at the top right. So not my favorite map. So I mean, it doesn't really matter, I guess, because it's up to these 2 upcoming players to see whether they like Dreamcatcher or not. Oh, okay. So we're getting joined in by Salivant here. So let me go ahead and inform Baxter. And let me go ahead and update the name on the caster's name. Oh, hey, Salamanth. What's up?
Hello.
All right, we're about to start our third game, so just hop on in, join into the game, and...
Snoopy, you appear to be muted at the moment.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I forgot to unmute it. But anyhow, yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Very sorry I wasn't here earlier. I had thought this was tomorrow.
Yeah, it was actually today.
Fortunately, I showed up in time for my own game, although it looks like we might not even need it.
Yeah, we're currently up 2-0, and we're heading to our third game. And you came in just in time, so we can have you in.
Alright, so it'll be Tiki versus TBA. TBA, I know, is a pretty solid Terran, but Tiki, a master Protoss himself, should be an interesting game. It is Dreamcatcher, so it's... I've always thought it was really good for Terran and Zerg, but apparently some people think it's really good for Protoss, so I'm not really sure.
I mean, personally, I don't know. I guess it just depends, I guess, on the player.
I guess it's easy to split up your army, but it's very hard to attack with your whole army in one position.
Yeah. I have to agree with that.
Because it's kind of choky, but it's also got, those ledges for siege tanks and swarm hosts, and you can split up very easily and do a lot of damage. So it really depends on how both players approach the map, I think.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't like it, but I know some players do, so some Protoss.
In the top left, spawning as the Blue Terran, representing himself but mercenarying for Psionic Aftermath, it is TBA.
And spawning at the 5 o'clock position, we have our purple Protoss from All Inspiration. Is none other than Tiki.
So one of the most devastating strategies you can do on this map is definitely tank pushes. Those ledges outside the third base and fourth base are just so devastating. I've lost many a game to it.
Yeah, same here.
And it'll be interesting to see if that's what he decides to do, although he is going to open with a more standard game this time, as opposed to last week, building his barracks out in the middle of the map. Although I think that might be starting to fall out of the meta after what happened. Yeah, the statute of limitations has passed now, after what happens tomorrow in the WCS Global Finals.
Yeah.
It's been like a week or two. If you haven't watched it by now, well, you've got only yourself to blame.
Well, yeah, it was a pretty good
Ooh, and Tiki is doing some really good scouting, but he's not quite going to see this barracks. But he knows it's going to be here. What he doesn't know, because he sent his probe out, is whether the factory is going to be proxied as well. And, well, it makes sense that he doesn't know that, because we don't know that yet. Actually, he's going to build it. He's patrolling that SCV. There we go. So I think we are going to see reacted cyclones as the build here. He's got the factory very close to the barracks, which is one of those things that seems to intuitively make sense until you realize, hang on, if I don't put all my eggs on one basket, it's better if they don't scout me. So the only reason to have the barracks right next to the factory is so that you can put the reactor on it, and Tiki sees it.
Oh,
he spotted it.
Yep, he scouts it.
He knows what's coming. Now the question is, what can he do about it? What? There is not going to be a Reaper. It is just going to be saving all of that gas for the fastest reacted cyclones possible. But there is a robo going up. Tiki is not expanded. Tiki is building a shield battery. I think Tiki is going to be just fine.
Yeah, that's one of the good things or advantages of Tiki. He did not go for that fast expand, so that allows him to get some more defense for this attack.
Yeah. Tiki, I think TBA's best move from here is probably to throw up a proxy Stargate at Starport. Double down on this and try and get some economic damage done as well. Try and split the Tiki's attention, because I don't think he's going to be able to bust through the front. There are going to be 2 Stalkers and a Zealot, although admittedly it is only 2 Stalkers and a Zealot. Depending on the micro, he might be able to get some good damage. Oh, he's bringing the SCVs to repair. He's committing very hard to this.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think he's going to be building a Starport. I think he's going to build 2 more Cyclones and keep this attack going. Yes, he is. He's got these Cyclones for repair. But once this Immortal comes out, this rush is basically over. He needs to do damage, and he needs to do right now. PsiX is coming up to get the high ground vision, and he's attacking the pylon. Oh, if that Stalker doesn't come out, that's going to be huge. Oh, he's just going to get it.
Oh, wow. But the Immortal is about to pop out.
Yeah, he's starting to do some damage, but there's going to be so many shield batteries. Oh, the Zealot goes down, but the Zealot is not the true target. There's so many shield batteries here that these Stalkers are never going to get through, and this Immortal is going to force the retreat. But there are 4 Cyclones. If he tries moving down this ramp, that Immortal could be ambushed, potentially. But as it is, I think Tiki has held this. So he's invested so much in the defense, TBA might actually be able to expand and be alright. He's trying to go for this Immortal, but there's so many shield batteries here, it's just not going to work.
Oh, but he needs to be careful. Does not want to go all the way down. He needs to stay with his shield battery. Second Immortal about to pop out, so that will definitely help against these Cyclones here.
Oh yeah, he's just building more and more Cyclones, TBA is, but against these Immortals and these Stalkers, this isn't going to work unless Tiki really screws up. But speak of the devil, he's going in too fast. This Immortal is going to go down.
Oh no.
Oh, that is the last thing you want to do is Protoss right now. But it looks like he is still going to hold this, but losing that Immortal is definitely not something that... It's something that you could have gotten away with not doing. But now he's got a Warp Prism as well for even more micro. And TBA is going to back away, but he is taking his expansion. He can macro out of this. The tech advantage definitely goes to TBA. Or to Tiki.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing for Terran is that even though you proxy, it doesn't really cost you that much. You can transition actually pretty easily, which is why, big reason why I think players like Maru likes to go and proxy those buildings in the beginning. Yeah,
essentially, the correct defense involves putting yourself behind about as much as the Terran put himself behind. So your reward is you get to go into the game with only really a slight advantage. And he's going to send these Immortals across the map, which is a good move. I like that.
Yeah, but he's gonna
get some serious damage done.
But he's definitely gotta be careful because those Cyclones can lock in those War Prism and definitely don't want to lose that War Prism, especially at this point of the game.
Ooh, there's also the Widow Mines. Look at them; they're going to the edges of the base. So, and actually gets another Widow Mine for free.
Ooh,
2 Widow Mines.
Nice micro there.
And I guess he's just going to get this proxy factory and take it down and force it to lift off before he goes to the main base.
Or you could just wait there a little bit. Alright, there we go.
Yeah, I guess so. Wait and see if he can get some more units. And TVA is retreating. Does have a worker lead, which is something that you don't often see in this map. Oh, he's actually getting a 3rd command center. His orbital's already done.
Oh, wow.
TVA playing very greedily off the back of this. So he is economically actually ahead. Now the question is, how well will he deal with these Immortals in Prism? Oh, that Warp Prism is very far up. Oh, can he get it? I think he can.
Oh, wow, he
does. Only one Immortal gets out, and it's the injured one.
Oh, no.
Ooh, Tiki with some unfortunate micro. And I think this Immortal is eventually going to get chased down and killed. The recall is not fast enough. Stim is on the way for TBA. TBA has the 3rd command center, has an equal work account to Tiki, and Tiki is just continuing to produce more Immortals and Stalkers.
Yeah.
In fact, +1 on the way for TBA. Suddenly, TBA is in a good position despite that initial rush.
Yep, and Dust, approving of TBA's play, does cheer on 10-bit and says, "Let's go PsiX." So, yeah, currently TBA playing pretty well and can potentially actually close this out, but it's still a close game. It's not over yet for Tiki. He can definitely go ahead and try to come back and even it out and maybe even get ahead later on. But he's definitely going to have a timing window because that third command center is going to come into play soon.
Oh yeah, it's everybody's game. And it doesn't look like Tiki is looking to expand. He's building 4 more gateways. I think he's probably going to go for some sort of charge-based attack. So he's taking the double gases now. He's getting a couple of sentries, so I'm not sure. Maybe he's just playing it safe. This is Dreamcatcher. That 3rd can be difficult to hold. Might just be delaying it a bit, but TBA definitely with the advantage in economy. and he's going up to 5 racks himself, so he's going to get aggressive. So this 2-base sort of style from Tiki does seem to be going pretty well. But at the same time, that 3rd command center is already going to go down. So actually, maybe those 5 racks aren't for aggression. Maybe they're just because he has 3 bases now.
Oh, but I like this, what TBA is doing. He's actually killing the rocks, so this is going to actually slow down the attack of Tiki even further.
Definitely. If Tiki's even going to attack, I'm not actually sure exactly what Tiki's doing because he's getting Templar Archives now. That Liberator gets 3 kills, by the way, and gets out for free. Doesn't even take any damage.
Yeah, can potentially get some more. Oh, actually, the probes actually does not go back to mining. They're just having...
Oh, no! Oh, that's not what you want, Tiki. Ooh, that's terrible.
They're kind of having a meeting right now and cannot be disturbed.
Yeah, they're thinking, guys, I think we should get hazard pay. We just lost 3 of our friends to some flying tank in the sky. We are on strike until our pay improves.
Yeah.
Tiki's like, guys, this is really not the time. It's never the time, Tiki. It's never the time.
Oh, man. This is... definitely does not want this to happen, especially since he's going for the attack right now, so he wants to get all the minerals and resources for those charge lot. But he is going to go ahead and try and make this work anyhow.
This is a very strange attack, but it is definitely an attack because there is no 3rd base for Tiki. Tiki actually does not have a ton of units. He is very heavily invested in that economy. He sees no 3rd base, and he should be kind of thinking, oh no, right now. He does have the Widow Mines. His army supply is approximately equal to the Terran, and he does have upgrades. But this is a very heavy tech Protoss army, and I don't think TBA knows it's coming.
This is a really scary force here.
Oh, and he's even loaded up into the medivac. He's forced to retreat up the ramp. He's forced to just give up that 3rd, I think. There's even a warp prism there for further micro. He's kiting back, desperately trying to kill these charge lots. The force fields actually work against TBA. Pulls the SCVs, and Tiki is forced to retreat for now. TBA needs to bring those Marines back. He's got a bit of a miss rally, and every unit is so precious right now. He's gonna have to give up this 3rd base entirely, I think. I wouldn't fight for this if I were him, but he's actually gonna snipe an Archon, which is so crucial. These units are so useful. The Liberator is not actually sieging up. Oh no, TBA is looking like he might go down here.
Those Archons taking so much.
Yeah,
oh my
he's got
God.
so many units. Fighting for that 3rd was probably not a good idea. The Liberator does tank, but at this point it's being surrounded by the Archons. The Marauders kiting back. The SCV is being pulled off the line. Will the Archons be able to fend this off? So many workers are going down. More and more charge lots being warped in. He's retreating up his ramp. And I think Tiki has done it at this point. Even if he doesn't bust through, he's done enough damage. He's killed 32 SCVs. He can just take an expansion at this point. TBA trying to fight for that 3rd base, not realizing how ahead he was.
Oh man, this is so unfortunate for TBA. He was setting up himself to be in a really great position, but just did not anticipate the strength of this army here. Okay, so I think he's still in the good position in terms of his army positioning. He does have the barracks. I mean the supply depot. So
he does have all 3 orbitals alive, but he needs to fend off this army. He needs to fend it off very quickly because he needs to take that base again. He's using the orbital to actually draw some fire while he snipes off charge lots. Trying to snipe an Archon, doesn't quite get it. Kiting back and forth, microing his heart out is TBA. More and more Stalkers coming in. There's almost no charge lots left, and Medivac gets sniped. And the recall goes out. If TBA recognizes this, he can retake his naturally can retake his 3rd. 3rd coming up from Tiki. TBA behind economically, but not for long. He can retake these bases. He can get back up to that 3-base economy very quickly.
yeah,
Tiki still with a very strong army. If these drops get caught out of position, that could be very bad. But no, TBA knows he's just gonna drop over here and maybe try and snipe that 3rd base location.
Oh, actually, this army positioning I think is going against Tiki because he. Oh, actually no, he has a spotter pylon. So
Yeah, he's gonna see this. TBA's going forward, trying to just go so fast. That damage is just,
Oh
there's just
my
so
God.
much of it, and he's gonna snipe the 3rd base. Beautiful move by TBA. But he's moving forward now. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. He doesn't even get that immortal that he spent so much for. Feedbacks go down, but it does get that Archon, but I don't think that was worth it. TBA is continuing to press forward. I think this is a very bad idea.
The storm goes down.
TBA needs to back away. Well, I don't know what he's doing. He's behind right now, but he's got that third base. That's enough for now.
Yeah. Oh no, he stopped. Oh my god, this army is gonna get caught out in the middle.
And that's game. There's no way he can fend off this next attack now, I don't think.
I mean, it's gonna be pretty close. I mean, TBA does have +1/1, while Tiki does have 0 upgrades. So maybe with some good micro, but I think
look at the army supply. Look at the units. She's got nothing there.
The unit composition of Tiki is just far more superior. Alright, it looks like TBA is going to retreat, and he actually going to go ahead and go for a counterattack. He did get that 2 medevacs onto the main base.
Yeah, but I just don't see him holding here. He's trying to retreat up his main ramp again, but I don't see that working twice, and this orbital is going to go down this time. In the meantime, he's doing massive damage in the main, well, not massive damage, but a little bit of damage, but more Chargeot's going to warp in, and they're going to fend this off. He does get a good position at the main. But while he's fending off these charge lots, everything at his side of the map is going down.
Oh, man. Yeah, that storm as well.
The Liberators are actually defending very well, but look at the supply at this point.
Yeah, and that's charge lot is about to... Yeah, he cleans up pretty much of TBA's army, so...
And Tiki has done it with a very strange attack. Does manage to take down TBA.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't expect TBA to get in such a good position from that original Cyclone Rush, and then I didn't expect Tiki to come back. Very back and forth game.
Yeah, very back and forth indeed.
The Liberators are moving forward, but one of them goes a little bit too far forward, and it looks like these Liberators will get sniped down. Or one of them, both of them. Not an efficient trade, but TBA doesn't even... Tiki doesn't even need an efficient trade right now. He's got 56 workers to 21. He's got 3 bases. GG says TBA, and Tiki will bring a map on the board for Allin.
Wow. So there we go. Tiki takes the first point for All Inspiration and makes it a 2-1 game. Potentially... All Inspiration can tie it up and send it to the ace match, but we shall see. This next game will take place on Fracture.
Who is my opponent?
Oh wait, you're playing right now, right? Oh wait, yeah, you're playing right now, right?
I'll be about to play, yeah.
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, you'll be playing against Siege.
Since I thought this was tomorrow, I didn't get a chance to take a look at what match it was. So what matchup is it?
Looks like he's a Terran player.
Okay, PBT on Fracture.
All right.
Wish me luck.
Good luck, man.
See you soon.
All right, see you soon. All right, there. We're going back to solo casting for now, as Salavanth is our 4th player, so he's gonna go ahead and try to close it out. But anyhow, I realized that one of my hotkeys keep bringing up the income tab, so I gotta actually change it. Let me see here. Let me just quickly change the hotkeys so I don't bring that income tab up again. Alright, I think we're good now. Alright. Okay, so I'm supposed to switch to US West since Salavanth is from Australia. All right, there. Hope this next game will be as good as that last game, because that last game was definitely very back and forth, very unexpected. A lot of interesting things happened that game. Now, Fracture is the ice map, of course, and one of the kind of unique maps that I've seen in a few seasons thus far, because just the layout of it is just something different. That I haven't, that is not really comparable to any previous maps that I can think of. But yeah, it's gonna be a PVT. So this is gonna be our first. No, this is not gonna be our second PVT. Following that last game. And here we go. Players are ready. I am ready. And countdown is about to. Oh, we have a 1-bit cheer from Xenodactyl saying "Go Salavanth." So he is cheering for Salavanth. Hopefully he feels your love and support. And here we go. Game number 4 of this best of 5. Current score is 2-1. All right. And here, spawning at the bottom right, we have our blue Protoss player from Psionic Aftermath. 3 cheers from Nemesis saying good luck, have fun, have fun. It is Salavanth. And at the top left, we have the Teal Terran player from All Inspiration. Looking to tie it up and send it to the ace match. It is Siege. Alright, seeing some support for Psionic Aftermath in the chat. Let's see if there's any support for All Inspiration. I think there should, some of their members should be here watching. But yeah, so it's gonna be a PVT here on Fracture. Salavanth gonna go for the Gateway Scout. Gonna go ahead and see and scout if there's any proxies like last game. But he will see a pretty standard opening from Siege. No proxies here and there, no shenanigans. And probably will turn into a pretty standard opening here from both players, as Salavanth is going to feel safe enough to expo, and we'll see what tech he goes for as soon as his cybernetic core is done. What he's going to go for, that Robotech, get some Immortal and Observers, or he's going to go for that Twilight tech, get some Blink into charge, or what he's going to go for is a Stargate, get some Oracles to harass and Revelate and stuff. We shall see in just a few moments here. Salavanth does see the CC going down, and will actually hide his probe here. I think it's just to maybe send in a secondary scout later on. I don't think he is there to proxies, but it looks like he will. Oh, actually he will scout this. The probe just moved just as soon as the Reaper is scouting, so. Oh, War Buffy with a cheer of, let's see, how much is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 cheers. Saying, is this a thing? War Buffalo? Yep, bit cheering is a thing here on Twitch, as you just seen. But anyhow, let's go back into the game, and we do have a Reaper harass at the natural of Salavanth. Salavanth is going to push that back with the Adept here. And oh, actually he did let the SCV go in, so the SCV will scout this. Will scout the Robo. Was he paying attention though? Because he was microing his Reaper at the same time, but you will actually see the Robo and Twilight Council. Actually, did he see that? Let's see. Okay, he did not see the Twilight Council. He did scout the Robo. So Salavanth gonna go ahead and use these 2 Adepts. Now, the thing about 2 Adepts against Terran... Oh, actually, what's this? Interesting. Oh, he just missed this. He was not A-moving. Oh, man, this is unfortunate for Salavanth. He could have gotten these SCVs. 4 SCV kills. Oh man, he does scout this so far. At least he must be paying attention here. 4 SCVs going all across the map way early, way ahead of the Cyclones. And actually, what does Salavant has? He has one Immortal popping out, but his depths are across the map. Oh man, he's so out of position here. But again, this Immortal is about to pop out. These SCVs are left behind for these Adepts to snipe off, and this Immortal will be able to target fire on the Cyclones, which is pretty nice for him. Oh man, these SCVs not repairing, and a bit of a miss micro from Siege, and he loses 2 Cyclones, a few Marines, and 4 SCVs. That brings Siege's workers count to 25 to 34 of Salavant. A really unsynced attack there from Siege. Like, his SCV went way ahead. It didn't even start repairing until later in the fight. Really awkward engagement or execution there by Siege. Now these Hellions going to go ahead and try to go for some additional harass, but Salavant already prepared with the defense, has enough damage or enough units to defend there. And now the Blink is about to finish for Salavant, and that will allow him to catch these Hellions as well as these incoming Cyclones here. These Cyclones will definitely have to be careful. Will it be able to take down this Nexus though? I don't think it's enough. I think he has enough units to defend against this. Oh no, he's not actually sending his units there. He's afraid of the Hellions. He needs to split his army. Oh wow, he will able to no cancel on the third. So well sniped there by Siege, picking up a good win there, and actually get some additional probe kills. So all of a sudden, that lead Salavant had in the beginning is kind of dwindling down here, and all of a sudden workers are pretty even. CC already done for Siege there, while Salavant has to restart it just because he actually did not was not able to save it.
Carrier has arrived.
Oh, we do have a follow by Metallic James. Thank you for the follow. That pushes us to 920, so 80 more to that 1K follower goal, which would be pretty nice. All right, let's see what we have here for our Terran player. He does have his he did finish his CC. He did not actually lift it off yet. He is actually adding some additional buildings, a third barrack. Ooh, nice snipe on the observer. So no more vision for Salavant. As you can see, he's kind of in the dark here. Would be nice to go ahead and start putting some proxy pawns across the map, outside his base, like around here maybe, or around here to spot any incoming drops. Even maybe out here maybe, or around here as well. But basically he's just in the dark right now. At this point he's just macroing up while Siege is also macroing up. Looks like Siege actually not gonna drop yet because he actually did not get his starport as he was kind of going for that cyclone attack. So his medevac production was delayed a bit, but now he does have 2 medevacs, and that is scouted by Salavant. So Salavant does scout this, and the medevac goes out with 2 Cyclones. Now he's gonna have to be careful because Blink is done for Salavant. And oh, actually Salavant might actually catch this. Nope, actually routed to the wrong way, so not actually gonna scout this. But as you can see, Salavant getting his upgrade while, oh, look at this production tab for Siege. He is getting everything: stem pack, combat shield, +1. Now, so far it's a pretty even game, I would say. But this Cyclone drop might actually do a good amount of damage, as there is not much defense at home for Salavant. It's kind of pretty open. No cannons, no stalkers patrolling there, no observer to even scout that this is coming, and this might actually do a good amount of damage. And it is being dropped while Siege is moving out with his main army here, which gets scouted by the observer. So that's pretty nice for him. Now Salavant's going to go ahead and warp in some charge lot here. Charge lot pretty good against these Cyclones. And here we go, the big main fight here. And these tanks get obliterated by these charge line and Immortals. Oh my god, Salavant cleaning up this really rather easily here. And I just think Salavant had the better unit composition. I mean, Siege does have the better upgrades, but the unit composition, charge line and Immortals is just better than Marine and tanks. And oh wow, nice blink there. Snipes the Medivacs and Cyclones, and it's always an ease of mind as a Protoss player that you clean up that Medivac, clean up any potential future drops, or at least decrease the amount of future drops, because you know that limits the amount of Medivacs at the Terran. And
Carrier has arrived.
oh, actually we have another follow by airsick lowlanders. So appreciate the follow, appreciate the support. Hope you enjoying the game so far. Certainly I am, because currently I would say this has been a really back and forth game. Both players have looked I guess ahead in certain points of the game, but certainly right now Salavant looks to be in a good position. He has a 4th Nexus that's already done, getting saturated. I don't think there's a 4th CC for Siege. The 1-to-1 upgrades are even now, because before Siege was actually +1, but actually this Liberator is going to go ahead and snipe some probes, which is pretty nice, and it's going to actually extend his worker lead. You combine that with meals, and so far Siege is actually, even though he's down a base, he's not actually that far behind because of the worker count as well as the meals. Oh, nice there, nice Siege. Nice placed stalkers there from Salavant. Will be able to clean that up. Cleans the other Liberator up as well. And kind of, yeah, he's been dodging the drops. Haven't suffered too many probe losses. A few here and there, but not too significant. And now it's time for Salavant to do counter damage himself. Gonna go for the counter drop. He says, you want to drop me? I'm gonna drop you back. I'm gonna get some more, potentially more workers done here. Now I would like Salavant to actually maybe attack with his main army while dropping. I think doing a double prong attack would be nice here, especially since his 4th is kind of basically undefended. But this drop is gonna get cleaned up, and this War Prism will die. So Salavant will have to make another War Prism if he wants to go for another drop. He is building up that Colossus tech. Will he go for the Storm? Actually, he's going for a Stargate. So I think he's kind of seen the Liberator and is thinking maybe Siege will go for mass Liberators and he needs to get his Tempest. But instead, he's actually going to go ahead for an attack right now. Although I think he needs to wait for his Dirt Colossus before attacking. Usually you want to wait for... Actually, no, I think maybe he just got this. He's not going to let this 4th base get up before, and he's just going to go ahead and YOLO it. But oh no, is this a bit too much? He gets the 4th but loses his entire army, and all of a sudden Siege with I guess about 20 army supply there, and now Salavant is in critical trouble here. He did get the 4th again, but he did lose a lot of his army. Again, 2 Colossus, I think that should help a lot. But he needs a bit more buffer here. He needs to warp in a bit more Stalker and Charge Lot. And oh my god, look at these Liberators. There's like 4 Liberators here. And Salavant, ooh, nice micro there on the Colossus. Gets a bunch of Bile army there, which is pretty nice. Nice micro there. Holding position his army. But this 4th base is... Oh my god, there's so much Liberator, so much Bile army. The Colossus is not attacking. Oh no. And is Salavant gonna throw this game? Ah man, the 4th goes down. 4th base established for Siege here. And I think Siege looking to be in a really good position here. Might actually send it to the ace match here. Looks like Salavant is gonna go for the wraparound here. He does have 4 Colossus, but is it enough? There's so much Bow army, so much Liberators. Will he be able to clean it up? So far, these Thermolasts These lasers of the Colossus doing a lot of damage, but there is no more buffer left for Salameth. And the Colossus goes down. GG. Siege takes game 4 and ties it up, send it to the ace match. So this is going down to the wire, guys. All right, welcome back.
Yeah, sounds about like my normal games. Play well, do something really stupid, throw the game away.
Yeah, you were actually ahead pretty much most of that game, but that engagement, big engagement at the 4th was the turnaround there, which was unfortunate. But you did play a really well game, all-around game. So
whenever I max out, I just derp out and start attacking random things.
But anyhow, looks like All Inspiration gonna go ahead and tie it up 2-2, and we will be playing our last match, and it will be on the map of Cerulean Fall. All right. Looks like Bastard is gonna go ahead and take a moment to write down which ace player he wants to play. Okay, so ace match. Looks like Baxter is typing into the channel to see which player, I guess, will be the ace player. So yeah, if you want to be the ace player, just I guess let's let Baxter know.
We shall have to see what happens.
Yeah, Cerulean Fall is one of the maps that at first I didn't like, but I kind of grew to like over time for some reason. I'm not sure why. And also I used to wall the natural with a pylon. Well, I made I basically made 2 pylons, a gateway and a cybernetic core. So one of the pylons is like kind of between the gateway and the nexus, and then the one at the ramp. But then I realized that you could just wall off with just a pylon, gateway, and cybernetic core, and just make your second pylon at your main instead. So less buildings, and that that kind of helps hide some of your tech. Because if you're hiding both your pylons at the natural, then you have to make your tech building at the kind of revealing area, so the Overlord or something or Reaper can scout it easily. So that kind of helped. But yeah, it's I don't know. What do you think about Cerulean Fall?
Well, I don't like the whole pylon wall off because then you're very vulnerable to Bane busts. So I'm not a big fan of the matchup of the map on PvZ.
Oh.
PvP and PvT, I think that it's totally fine on both of those.
So so how do you wall? You use like 2 gateways and the cybernetic core to wall off against Zerk or something?
Yeah, and an extra pylon in such a way that it allows my adept to get the proper surface area.
Ah, okay, I see.
And we have our ace.
All right. I wonder who they're gonna choose as their ace.
We haven't officially revealed it yet, but the team knows what it's going to be.
Yep.
I'm not going to tell you. Come on, we got to bring up the suspense.
Yeah, we gotta keep it like Pro League style.
Bax has written down the ace player.
All right, I wonder who they're gonna choose as their ace player there. They got Boo, Tech 4, Tiki, or Siege.
That is the question.
I mean, in my prediction, I think it might be either Tiki or Siege, because they're the ones that got
I
the.
think Tiki kind of won in a weird game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Siege, even when I was defending everything, it was really difficult. He seems like a very strong player. I was
Yeah.
surprised I did as well as I did until I maxed out.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like both Tiki and Siege in that game for the majority of the game was kind of a little bit behind, and then they kind of swung it back at a point in the game, and then they ended up winning that way. So I could see either both Tiki or Siege going. I would be surprised if they choose either Boo or Tech 4, because usually in a team league, whoever wins is kind of the one to go to the ace be chosen as an ace player.
Yeah. Although sometimes, it's just not someone's day, but even so, Tiki and Siege both seemed quite strong.
Yeah, for sure. Oh wow, we have 28 viewers so far in the chat in the stream so far. So thank you all for tuning in again. If you haven't yet,
Boo,
go ahead.
And Boo has given the game away. It will be a rematch of Game 3.
Oh
TBA
wow.
versus Tiki again.
Oh, all right. I'm not mad at that. I mean, this was a pretty good game. So
We'd actually predicted they were probably going to send Siege in.
oh okay, yeah. I mean, it was either going to be Tiki or Siege, I think. But I guess they're going to go for it with Tiki.
Yeah, and TBT is TBA's best matchup, so I agreed that he should take it.
All right.
Because TVP is probably my worst matchup. Statistically, it certainly is in terms of win rate.
Yeah. Whoever wins this will carry their team into the finals.
Indeed, they will.
So no pressure. In moments like these, you either step up and face the pressure, or you kind of crumble to it. I think both players will do pretty well, though.
Let's hope so. Let's hope for a good match.
All right. Will it be a repeat of Game 3, or will TBA get his revenge and redemption? We shall see. Players are ready. Casters are ready. And countdown has begun.
And we're coming up to the ace match, so you know what that means.
What does it mean, Sal?
It means it's time for my Maynard impression. That's what it means.
For your epic player introduction.
In the bottom right, representing Psionic Aftermath. He lost one game. Can he bring it back? Looking for the finals, it is TBA.
And spawning at the top right, we have our purple Protoss. He is from All Inspiration. He is Tiki.
So we'll have to see what TBA wants to do now. He mentioned he has other builds, and he certainly does. I played a best of 7 against him a couple of weeks ago, and he's got quite a range of plays he can do. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. He's quite a good macro player.
Yeah, I mean, so far he's elected not to actually proxy, and Tiki actually sent his probe out to scout pretty early to see if there was any proxy, just like in Game 3, but this time around, won't be any proxies.
And I like that. In the 2 straight-up macro games I played against TBA in that series, he actually won both of them.
Oh.
Other than that, there was a lot of cheese and early attacks back and forth, and I kind of had the edge in both attack and defense in that early game. But when it went to the late game with neither player really committing to a big attack, he was the better player.
Nice. Thank you, Nemesis, for additional 3 Cloverleaf cheers, saying "Go Go PsiX." Hopefully, TBA can feel your support.
Not 4 Cloverleaf cheers, Nemesis. It was right there. That's what we need for luck. The 4-bit clover. A new symbol of luck for a new age.
All right,
Ooh,
looks
and he
like
gets the
yeah.
production down on time. The command center down on time. Well, not quite on time actually. It was a little bit late, but didn't get delayed by the probe.
Yeah, that would have been annoying for him. But anyhow, it looks like the Reaper will be popping out. We'll not actually go ahead and scout that sneaky probe out to the side. Instead, we'll go to the opposite side, unfortunately.
Yeah, the Reaper doing a bit of scouting, then he's going to go to the main and see that there is nothing amiss. And now the next decision point is going to be, are we going to see a Robo or a Stargate from Tiki, or even a Twilight Council?
Oh, he
I
actually
think we're going to see a Stargate, considering the amount of gas he has. Oh no, he's building a Stalker, so that's interesting.
yeah.
I don't know what we're going to see.
Nice pick off there from TBA on that probe. We'll
He
have
does get it.
denies any scouting information as well.
Yeah, I think this will be a Stargate, because he's building it pretty late.
Oh, actually,
No, it
Robo.
is a Robo. But that's interesting. He's delayed his tech quite a bit in order to get out that second unit. Perhaps he doesn't feel quite as safe as he would like to be against TBA and his Reaper. Normally you actually get that Robo before the second unit, and you do just fine. We are going to see a Hellion drop,
Oh,
it looks like, out of TBA.
You know, that might
Oh,
actually
no,
be
it's
Wait.
a Hellion and a Widow Mine. I don't know what this is. This is very strange. Meanwhile, we see the Robo Twilight play from Tiki, pretty standard. The same kind of build I was doing against TBA in my match, and I lost. So I lost those games. I won the series 4-3, but I lost those games. Where the only reason I won Game 7 was because he was going for a tank push instead of just playing it safe. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. A bit of a wall off going up from Tiki against potential Hellions, but there is only one Hellion, which is weird because I've never seen one Hellion before.
Yeah. Really interesting.
Not really a unit you make one of a lot. Maybe he plans to show this Hellion. I mean, he's already taken some damage on it. Maybe he's shown it to his opponent and made him think Hellions are coming when it's actually a tank push. This seems to be the thing he likes to do on Cerulean Falls. It was the same thing he did to me on Game 7. We'll see if it works out for him.
Oh, Xenodactyl doing another 4-bit cheer along with War Buffy with a bunch of cheers as well, saying that's just because you aren't dead doesn't mean you get second place in bits. All right.
Thank you very much. Alright, let's see what happens. So, the real key is going to be scouting. Tiki's Observer is going to be a little later than normal, but he is going to sit with that first tank. Now, what will he do? I think the best response here is probably just cancel Blink, make charge, though he's going to choose to keep Blink going, and make a couple more gates. He needs more units, he needs charge lots. Charge lots are what holds this push. Without charge lots, you pretty much die. With charge lots, you make it look stupid. There's really not a lot of middle ground here. But there's actually no second tank. TBA is taking a third. TBA is being extremely mind-gamey this time around, it looks like. He's got one heli and he's got one tank. He's trying to constantly fool Tiki into what his actual attack is going to be.
I don't think he's just fooling Tiki. I think he's fooling us as well.
He certainly is. And if we can't figure it out, no way can Tiki figure it out. Gas is finished for Tiki, but not quite putting them on the natural, just on those gases just yet. Meanwhile, we're going to have combat shields, we're going to have +1, we're going to have stim. I think we might see some sort of... I would like to say we might see some sort of bio-timing with only 3 Raxes. With that third nearly done, I don't think we are. I think we're just going to see maybe a bit of pressure with Medivacs into a fairly standard game.
Alright, third base is done for Tiki. He's adding 2 more forges. We'll get started on those upgrades. And then looks like TBA is about to finish his third, so he will be able to get that. But his engineering bay are up way earlier, so he will be able to have that +1 pretty early.
Armory will be done shortly after +1, allowing +2 to get started. There will be an upgrade lead for TBA, at least temporarily. Those forges can be chrono boosted pretty hard. Tiki doesn't quite have the money to start 1-1 just yet.
Yeah.
But he's going to start it right now. and start chrono boosting those forges. Meanwhile, both sides pretty even in economy, which is good for TBA. Looks like he does just want to move out, but there is that observer seeing his every move. He needs to scan that when he can.
If he was a Korean, he would see that immediately and scan.
And we do have that Viking patrolling, waiting for that warp prism at the top left. Meanwhile, the observer gets out of dodge, and we will see a Widow Mine drop coming out of TBA to put on some pressure on that third base. But the third base is where the army is, so I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, a missile turret on the way to fend off that observer, but that's not where the observer is. The observer is over at the army. Even a sensor tower. Meanwhile, we've got Storm on the way for Tiki. High Templars, the tech of choice.
Alright. Let's see if these
Widow Mines are going to come in.
Yep.
There are Blink Stalkers already there in position, but this will catch Tiki by surprise. He's going to start dropping them. Will the reaction come in time? It looks like the reaction's not going to come in time, and all this mineral line's going to go down. Boom! 9 probes. Actually could have been a lot worse. 9 probes is nothing to sniff at, though. And he does even keep one of them alive. One of the Widow Mines alive, but he needs to keep retreating and get out of there. But if he actually goes to the left, he could escape right now. Still, 9 probes, a very nice pick-off indeed. Suddenly, look at TBA's work account. He is out of control with his economy.
Yeah, but look
suddenly far behind.
But look at his army. It might be the same story of Game 3 where he was ahead economically, but his army composition was just not enough to defend against.
You could be right. Storm is already done. TBA needs those ghosts and liberators. He needs those tech units to help, but he's decided instead of going for a bunch of defensive units, he's just going to go for another very powerful attack. Lots of harass, but Tiki's already on the move. But no, Tiki's retreating. What's he going to do? He's a bit indecisive. I think he might have seen these drops are coming across the map, and this drop is already going to land very quickly. But we don't have any ghosts, we don't have any liberators. This could be really bad for TBA, but it could also be very bad for Tiki as well. I'm not sure exactly what's going to... Oh, this Widow Mine drop is going to get sniped down before it gets to do anything.
Oh,
and in the meantime, Tiki is attacking. Those liberators are not in position. They're getting in position now, but the storms are going to be so powerful. But he's keeping back from the storms. He's getting a fusion core for Liberator range, but he needs a Ghost Academy, I feel like. In the meantime, a lot of damage being done on the other side of the map with this double drop. He can't outstay his welcome. He's going to leave, but he has taken some attention away from Tiki, so Tiki can't be pushing in. The Liberator's trying to go in and get some more ground, but I don't think that's a good idea. And the storms go down. One of the Liberators going down, so is the second one likely to go down soon. Good Widow Mine connections. Is it enough? Can TBA move in? He's going for more Liberators. He's trying very carefully not to get stormed, and Tiki is actually forced to retreat, and TBA with a very composed hold.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought he was in so much trouble, but he just played it so well.
Yeah.
Did not overextend. And we have 45 probes at that third base location.
Oh, and
a lot of lost mining time.
And this drop in the main might actually get the Templar Archive, which is going to be huge.
Oh, that would be huge. He's got it. And he's even going to continue. He's going to take out these as many stalkers as he can. He knows this is probably a one-way trip. Takes a bit of a storm bath. Tries to get out. Decent. Oh, he keeps it alive. Good trade from TBA. Suddenly TBA is up 20 supply. The Ghost Academy is late, but it's on the way. Liberator range is on the way. More and more Liberators. If he can survive the next couple of minutes, TBA will be in fantastic shape. There is not even a fourth base for the Protoss.
Yep.
While there is a fourth base on the way for TBA. The fourth base for Protoss is faster than for Terran. A few Marauders and that many that do get sniped. TBA scans for the fourth base. Sees nothing. Thinks, okay, I'm in good shape. And he's right, he is. He just needs to get these ghosts up and get some good EMPs up on those Templar, and there's gonna be no chance for Tiki to push into this, especially with Liberator range done, but TBA does need to siege up these Liberators. Liberator range is about 30 or 40 seconds away.
Oh man, that would be so helpful with that Liberator range.
Liberator range is the second slowest 80 seconds in StarCraft. The slowest 80 seconds in StarCraft being that Great Aspire. For Zerg. That seems to take about 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I love the sensor tower for TBA. He's gonna allow him to get into position, allow him to get his siege tank and his liberator into position wherever the
third
Protoss
base
attacks.
is only just now on the way. There's 85 probes for Tiki, but they're not mining efficiently at all. So it doesn't matter at this point. Until he gets to that fourth base up, it's not going to matter. And TBA sees, okay, you're only just now taking a fourth base. I'm in a great spot. I'm getting ghosts. I'm getting 3-3 at the same time as you. I'm even going to have +3 weapons faster than you. And I have the Liberator fleet starting to build up. Freedom reigns, but actually this fourth base is under fire. And here come the Liberators. Oh, some storms could go off on those Liberators actually and get some serious damage done. Will this planetary go down? He needs to repair it, but he's not going to be able to manage it. He tries to get the EMP off, doesn't quite get it. There's only a couple of storms. He's going to storm. He's going to move in on top of this and kill everything. And suddenly TBA with a 50 supply lead. The Archons being morphed in. The EMP going down. All of these Archons are going to die. All of these Liberators are still alive. Liberator Age is done. More ghosts on the way. 3-3 coming, and TBA smells blood in the water. He's going to take out this Archon as well, and I think he's going to push, and I don't see how he's going to hold this one. Colossi are on the way, but are they going to be too late?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, there are a lot of charge lots still, so he can hold off until his Colossus are out, but this is 92 supply to 75. Oh no, actually. Go ahead.
And he needs more medivacs because this bio is so low. But he's got a lot of liberators. He's got a lot of ranged. He's got a lot of ranged widow mines. He's got a lot of widow mines. He's got a lot of ranged liberators. Thank you, Mal.
Yeah, that could be his answers. Because right now, look at Tiki's army. He has barely any stalkers for these liberators. So
yeah. Exactly. This could be a devastating push coming out of TBA. The bio, almost basically entirely Marauders now, very tanky against those charge lots, is almost entirely healed up. There are 5 ranged Liberators on the field, a couple of Ghosts, a few Widow Mines. If this army gets in position, it will be impossible to break with charge lots. Tiki sees it. And he's going to give up the base. He has to. There's so many Liberators here.
Yep, and +3 armor for the Terran just finished, so this is a really well-timed attack for TBA here.
TBA scans. He sees no fourth base anywhere else on the map. He's moving his Widow Mines forward. He knows that Tiki has no choice but to try and break his position. The EMP goes off and almost all the Templar. There is exactly 1 storm left in the army. Now there's none. TBA, is he going to move forward or is he just going to accept the advantage? He's gotten the Liberators go off and there's nothing that Tiki can do. He cannot fight into this position at all. These probes are just doing nothing. Colossus, no, you can't snipe that. He needs to fight with his Liberator support. TBA
TBA
he's actually going to lose a lot of his army. The Liberator's doing a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough. TBA takes a poor engagement, and suddenly Tiki might have the advantage again.
Oh, he did not pay attention to his army. I think he was focused on something else, and he loses his entire army for that. Oh, so unfortunate.
And he even loses one ghost here, but that does force Tiki to turn around. Tiki is still on 4 bases, is still on only 3 bases. If TBA can hold, he's in a fantastic position, but he has to survive.
Yeah, this scary army.
Where are his tech units? He's got no Liberators on the way. He's got no ghosts on the way. He's just building Marines and Marauders, and I don't think that's going to be enough against a force like this. But there are a lot of Stalkers, which are not that great, but there's 3 Colossi. What do you do against 3 Colossi with nothing to fight them? He's going to try and flank it. He's going to pull SCVs. One of the Colossi does go down, and he's fighting. He's got the interference matrix on the Colossi. He's going to snipe 1. He's going to snipe 2. Can he survive? Can he do it? TBA fighting with everything he's got.
Oh my god, is he doing this?
He's going to snipe this Colossus. Has he actually held this impossible position? Oh my goodness. The tank's still shelling down. TBA holds. That is the most amazing hold I've ever seen in my life. How did he do it? Everything had to be perfect to even have a slight chance, and he does it. Comes back from a 50 supply deficit in one single fight. He's down 26 workers, but the workers aren't mining. The 4th base is only just now coming up for Tiki compared to the 5 bases of TBA. Wow. That was incredible. How did he do that?
I know. I thought he was for sure dead at that point.
If I was in Tiki's position, I would have just thrown up in my mouth at that point. Like, that is not supposed to happen.
I
Fifth
think
base on the way for Tiki, but suddenly TBA has evened it up again. But he needs to get that tech. He needs to get those tech units up again, and needs to be a bit more careful with his next engagement. TBA is, I imagine his heart's pounding right now. He's like, I cannot. That can't happen again.
yeah.
I'm not going to survive making that mistake twice. But with his back up against the wall, TBA survives. He's up 30 supply, but tech isn't quite there. He's building 6 Marauders at a time, but I'd like to see him turn some of those Marauders into Ghosts.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get some more higher tech units because, you know, Tiki has a lot of AoE damage units.
Yeah, Tiki has Colossi and High Templars. Marauders are resistant to AoE, but there are limits to that.
Wow, TBA actually getting a 6th base here.
Yeah, he's getting Liberators, but again, he's not making any Ghosts, which is kind of strange. I don't think it's a good move, but TBA might be able to just do it anyway. Liberators are strong. That Raven could Interference Matrix Colossi or Anti-Armor Missile the entire army. He's going to go after this 5th base, or this 4th base, and Tiki's completely out of position, so I think Tiki's just going to straight up lose this base.
Yeah, there's actually no map control, or not map vision for Tiki, so he's going to get this base pretty easily.
And the Liberators are already in position. All of this is going to go down. He's going to pull the probes, but a lot of them are just going to die to the concussive shelled Marauders. 16, 18, 20 probes already going down. And Tiki's just, there's nothing he can do. He's just going to give that up. The scan goes down, shows where his army is, and TBA's just going to back up. Taking 2 more starports. He appears to not want to go for Ghosts, wants to just go for Mass Liberators as his tech of choice. At least until Tempests come out. And I don't know if Tiki's going to have the money for Tempests. He's back down to 4 bases, and really, one of them is not mining it. Only one of them is a full base. He's basically got a 2-base economy right now, in terms of how many mineral patches he actually has.
Yeah, but TBA definitely needs to engage this carefully. Okay, nice scan. Sees where the army is.
Looks like he wants to attack.
Oh my god, so much Liberators here. He's gonna do the
Yeah,
slow
the ranged
push.
Liberators. They are pushing. This is what Terrans have This is what Protosses have nightmares about. That and the armor missile gets everything. But the storms are going to come down. There are no EMPs. Good splits by TBA, but there's just so many storms. I don't think it's going to be enough. But at the same time, TBA is trading reasonably effectively. It's an even trade, and all of a sudden, Tiki is running out of steam. The fight is coming in, but I think this is going to be a hold for Tiki, but not a terrible trade for either side.
Oh, wow.
Now he has to get out with these Liberators, though. He's continuing to fight with them. I don't think that's a good idea. He's going to lose them, and that's not what you want, but he does snipe a few Templar. All in all, a pretty even trade for both sides, but that's good for TBA right now because he has more bases.
Yeah, he does reset the High Templar count as well. So that's
but
good.
Not the Colossus count.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate
But then
part.
again, the High Templar are the true threat against a Liberator army with no ghosts. Ranged Liberators can definitely deal with Colossi. So we'll just have to see what happens next.
Yeah.
Tiki is going into an attack. There aren't many Liberators on the field.
And he is scrapping for minerals. I mean, look at his gas bank. 2.5k gas for TBA. Not a lot of minerals.
Neither side really has much of a bank at all. And here come the first couple of Liberators, which are absolutely essential for this. He cannot push into this, and there is a planetary fortress. There's another planetary fortress over at this 6th base. So if Tiki tries to push into a planetary fortress, that might be a bit of a mistake. He does have a few storms, though, and going down this ramp is going to be really hard, but these Liberators attack this ramp. Good storm. Good, not so good a second storm, but there are no ghosts, so the storms don't have to be amazing. The Liberators do come in, insist on their territory, push forward. Oh, but the storm's coming down and they're very effective. But this High Templar is going to get sniped, I think. Yes, it does, and there are no more storms left right now for Tiki, but this bio is so low. More and more Marauders, more and more Liberators, more and more Marauders and Marines coming in. TBA is getting a lot of money floated, but he's got a lot of starports. He can start producing Liberators like 6 or 7 at a time now. But it looks like, actually, Tiki is going to break through into this position, I think. But no, the Liberator's in a beautiful position.
Wow, this Liberator's doing so much damage. Pushes the whole entire army back.
That Liberator being an absolute hero right now, but he needs more. Tiki is going for the throat. And these Liberators need to be sieged up in position. He needs more Liberators. He needs to start using these but he doesn't have the money to produce more Liberators. Liberator going up. Look at the range on that thing. There's no way you can dive in and attack that.
Yeah, but TBA needs to be careful. He doesn't need to overextend. Oh my god.
Yeah. Kills some charge dots, but doesn't take a good trade there. 7 Marauders, 7 Marines at a time. This is so close. I don't know who's going to win. I'm so tense.
Oh, he needs to wait for those 3 medevacs. His bio army is so low in health. If he can hold on to this, he's going to be in great position to win.
Yeah, but he has to hold. Like you said, he needs medivacs. He needs more Liberators. He needs more of everything. But so does Tiki. Tiki's building in these charge dots. He wants to go for an attack. There's only one Liberator. That one Liberator, like Atlas, holding the fate of TBA on his shoulders.
Yeah, but there is one tank on the top, so that will allow him to kind of section off the Protest army. But actually, no, his whole army is out of position, so this Protest army actually gonna back off.
Oh yeah, he's trying to force the recall. No, he's backing. He does. He forces the recall. He's done it, and he holds once again.
Wow.
But not for long. Tiki is now moving straight out across the map. I think TBA might just give up a base here.
He might need to, yeah. Or just repair.
It is a planetary fortress. It is a good place to fight. He's sending a few of his units forward, trying to snipe High Templar. He does. Takes a bit of a storm buff. Not the worst trade in the world, but there's only a couple of High Templars. Actually, there's 3 High Templar, 3 storms. 3 storms is enough to get some serious damage done. But TBA is maxed out. But he's moving across the map. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he's gonna sack the base and go for the base trade.
Yeah, he's definitely going for a base trade. There is no recall. Tiki cannot retreat even if he wanted to.
Alright, I guess this is it. It's the base trade for the win.
TBA does have a huge, very wounded Bio Force, but it doesn't matter how much health you have. Bio still does the same amount of damage. Tiki is forced to turn around. And this gives TBA more time to build more Liberators, more Ghosts. He's got a ton of money in the bank, but TBA needs to be able to get away with at least some of this army. 45 probes left for Tiki. He's sniping Nexus after Nexus. He's wrecking havoc on all sides of the map. He's splitting up his entire army to kill every Nexus he can. And he's going to kill, I think, all but one Nexus. Only a single Nexus on the right side of the screen is going to survive. And in the meantime, TBA holds his ramp, so he's trading as best as he can against these Blink Stalkers.
Oh,
and he's going to snipe this other Nexus as well.
Gotta be
TBA
careful.
actually in a fantastic position. He just needs to build more stuff, and he will survive.
Yeah.
He's got Ghosts as well. He's got 3 Ghosts. And he's continuing to drop, dealing more and more damage to the economy of Tiki. He's going to snipe the last Nexus. Tiki is going to be revealed, and he doesn't have the money to build another one. This is all the money. This is all the money, all the units Tiki will ever have in this game.
Oh man, this is it. This is the whole army. No more economy for Tiki. He's gonna have to go for one last big attack, and TBA is gonna definitely needs to hold it if he wants to win this game.
He's building 5 more Liberators. I think TBA's got this. He's got 3 Ghosts. He's got his Liberators. He's got his Marauders. He's got all the forces he needs to hold against this push.
Oh.
And he can give up as many bases as he wants. He's choosing to fight at his planetary, which is a good idea. Look at that. How can you push into that? You can't. 5 more Liberators on the way. He's going to have 10 Liberators. Well, 9 Liberators with range.
Yeah, and oh, Tiki is going for it. He's clumped up.
The EMP goes down, but the storm is not.
GG.
TBA wins the ace match, and PsiX is going into the finals.
What a game. What a game.
How did TBA hold that attack when he was 50 supply down? I don't know. I may never know.
Oh my god.
Claws himself back from the brink of death.
I mean,
I thought he'd pulled a Sal there with that attack.
I know,
but
right?
then he just manages to hold.
I'm looking at the
Heck,
graph.
I'm allowed to say that.
It's crazy.
Yeah. All right, it's pulling a Sal. When you max out and then you sacrifice your army, it's a Sal.
You termed it. You coined the term.
But he gets redemption.
Yep.
If Artosis can have his pylon, I can have my max army. A Sal engagement.
All right, gonna go ahead and say GG's. Wow. All right. Once again, congrats to Psionic Aftermath. Congrats to TBA for winning that final crazy game. And yeah, we will be heading into the finals, which will be pretty awesome. Let's see who we're gonna go against. Will we be going against the winner of the other semifinals between Lost in Translation or Risen.
Oh wow, both very strong teams.
Indeed. So it should be a great
PsiX,
finals.
All Inspiration, Lit, and Risen. Hard to imagine much of a better semi-final bracket right there.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that, but yeah, like you said, it's a pretty awesome semifinals.
All teams with quite a pedigree, but the finals is coming up in the next week or two. The very last game of this season.
Yeah, and if you guys want to tune in for that, remember to follow our Psionic Aftermath channel because we will be streaming it. Hopefully, we could get together and stream that as well again next week or whenever it's happening.
I'll be down. I'll probably be playing it anyway.
All right, nice. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the game as much as we did. Any last words, Sal, before we wrap this up?
Let's take a look at what other events we might have.
Oh yeah, sure.
Nope, that's not the right spreadsheet. Psionic Aftermath, Clan Wars, and Tournament Roster. Loading that up now.
Oh, as
Okay,
you look at the spreadsheet, just saying thank you once again for Nemesis for that 3 cheers. It says cheer for PsiX. Thank you so much for the support. Go ahead, Sal.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff coming up. First of all, we've got the Validity Team League at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Then we've got an All Kill versus Risen, a friendly clan war with Diamonds and Masters, at 7 p.m. Eastern on Monday. On the 18th, we have probably the highest profile PsiX Pro Series we've ever had. At 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Sunday, it will be Cham versus Kellezer.
Ooh, nice.
In a best of 9. And then next Friday we have a King of the Hill format with some of the best players in PsiX. Already the top 4 have been confirmed as Starkiller, Pucker Mike, Light, and Matiz. All very strong GM players that we picked up in the last 6 months or so. So that's going to be a huge event.
Yeah, definitely. Those are some of the best.
Thank you everyone for tuning in, and see you in the finals.
Yep, see you guys in the finals. Hope to see you guys there, and enjoy the rest of your morning, night, or day, wherever you are. And yeah, this is your friendly neighborhood puppy dog signing out.
Yeah.